Hi everybody, welcome to Books Alive, book talks for kids in grades 3 through 5. I have a collection of books here that I'm going to share with you. I think they're pretty exciting. You can check them out here at the Orland Park Public Library. I have a selection of fiction, nonfiction, and a graphic novel. So hopefully there's something here for you. If not, we are really good at finding books that you can get really excited about. So up first, I have nonfiction. It's called Bringing Back the Wolves, and it is by Jude Isabella and illustrated by Kim Smith. And this is about how the wolves returning to Yellowstone National Park sort of helped to restore the whole ecosystem. And I really like this one because it has these giant illustrations and these really cool explanations. Like here, we have a chart that talks about the direct and indirect effect of the wolf in the ecosystem of the Yellowstone National Park. And I learned from reading this book, which I didn't know before, about how bringing back the wolves also brought the trees back to Yellowstone, which were helpful for so many species like beavers and elk. So this is Bringing Back the Wolves by Jude Isabella. Up next, we have Don't Check Out This Book by Kate Cleise. This is a work of fiction. It's set in a town called Appleton, Illinois, and in the town of Appleton, there's only 85 people who live there. The school is very, very small, and new this school year, they have a new school librarian and a new school board president. And the first thing that the school board president does is make school uniforms mandatory. And there are two student sleuths named Sarah and May, and they think this is a little suspicious. So with the help of their new librarian, these kids are on the case. This is a good read-alike for My Weird School, if you like those books. But another reason I wanted to show this book to you is when you look in the inside, it's not written like a regular chapter book. It's told in emails and newspaper clippings and letters, and there's some text messages in here. It's a real fun book to read because every time you turn the page, you get something a little bit different to look at. So this is Don't Check Out This Book by Kate Cleise. All right, this next book is not very long, but it's very interesting. It is called Lost and Found Cat, and it's based on a true story of a cat named Kunkush, and he made an incredible journey with his family. So it starts with the family is in Iraq, and they're getting ready to leave Iraq, and they're going to go on a tiny little boat to Greece so they can get into Europe, and they're trying to get away from war. And so it's a mom and her 4 kids and their cat, and they have to be so careful with the cat because if the cat makes a lot of noise, it could give away their position. So they make it through all these towns and all this dangerous stuff, and then they get to Greece, and the poor cat gets lost. And the family can't stay there, they have to keep moving. And so they move, and they don't know what happened to their cat. And then a team of veterinarians and volunteers and animal lovers help to reunite this family and this cat. And it is such a wonderful story. And at the back of the book, they have pictures of the cat and his family. So this is a really lovely story about people and animals, and I really loved it, and I think you will too. All right, this next one, very silly. The Secret Time Machine and the Gherkin Switcheroo. So this is a story about 2 friends. We've got Marcus, who's this little worm, and his best friend Lawrence, who's this big old bird, and they live together. And Marcus is kind of in trouble because he told a story that his aunt created a time machine, and now Lawrence really wants to see it. And Marcus is too embarrassed about making something up to tell Lawrence that it's not real. So they go on this crazy adventure to try and find this time machine that his aunt made. But this book, it's got little illustrations throughout. It's very silly. If you liked the Bad Guys books or the Two Dogs in a Trench Coat book, and you're wanting something that's just a little bit more meaty, something that's a little bit of longer read, this is an excellent book for you. If you like to laugh, this is an excellent book for you. Once again, this is The Secret Time Machine and the Gherkin Switcheroo by Simone Leah. All right, up next we have a graphic novel. This is called Doodleville, and it's by Chad Sell. Chad Sell also wrote The Cardboard Kingdom. So in this one, our main character is Drew, and Drew loves to doodle. And the cool thing about Drew's doodles is that they come to life. And she draws amazing towns for her doodles to live in. And then one day, she draws a monster. And then that monster gets out and starts to make a huge mess. And so Drew and her art club friends have to figure out how to get this monster back onto the page and stop it from destroying the city of Chicago. So this book is a lot of fun. It's got a lot of bright colors. Drew's friends are really spectacular. All right, I've got 2 left. So up next we have Under Your Feet. It's Soil, Sand, and Everything Underground, illustrated by Wenjia Tang. How often do you think about the stuff under your feet? Not that often. I hardly ever think about it. But after reading this book, I'm going to give it a lot more thought. So this book is nonfiction, and it's got all these really cool illustrations. And it talks about all of the things that live in the dirt. So we have worms, and we have other fuzzy creatures. And then it even talks about, hold on, it even talks about the soil on the moon, and can we grow plants on Mars? Maybe. Maybe not. And then at the end, there's some projects that you can do. So this one is Under Your Feet, Soil, Sand, and Everything Underground. All right, I saved the best for last, you guys. Are you ready? So this is called The House of Madame M. It's by Clotilde Perrin. And you're going on a tour through a spooky house, and there's all these things that can open up. So we got that one. This one, I got that one there. So every page, you go further and further into this spooky house, and every page, there's more stuff to look at that's hidden behind flaps. There's a ghost behind that door. So, The House of Madame M by Clotilde Perrin. It's fun, it's a little bit spooky, it has a surprise ending. Check it out. I hope you've enjoyed the book selections that I picked out for you today. I'm going to be doing these monthly, so next month come back and join me again. We'll have a whole new roundup of books. I'm reading some ghost stories now that I can share with you. If there's any books that you want to recommend to me, please do so, and have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye.